Good afternoon. Today is the 29th of April, although you'll be seeing this at some point, very early part of May. And it's time for the May 2024 channel update. In comparison with March 2024, April 2024 didn't have quite as many Shambolic shuffles in it. It had some, and those seem to be consistently the most popular content on the channel, along with some reviews of the older cars at the moment, things like the MG Montego that did a Great British Car Journey. Seems to have done really well. So I'm very grateful to all of you for watching that stuff, but that's not the only thing that we do on the channel. If you want to see videos in advance of everybody else, then the best way to do that, if you want to, you really don't have to, is to become a channel member. Those on the top 2 tiers of channel membership get to see the very vague vlogs actually about 3 weeks early. If you're into that sort of stuff, maybe you're not. I mean, I'd much rather you just watch the videos and subscribed and liked them. If that is you know, what you want to do, watching them all the way through and commenting particularly helps out, and it's completely free, so don't feel under any obligation to actually you know, join the channel or anything if you don't want to. I don't really feel like that. And all the videos eventually get released. We don't really have a sort of permanent paywall on here or anything like that. So what have we got coming up for May 2024? Well, I have an itinerary which is going to be happening tomorrow as of the date of recording this, and it's a visit up to the Midlands and the North for various events. We'll be dropping it on Mr. Coleman, the rubbish mechanic. He will be featuring in the very vague vlog by recording tomorrow. Obviously, those of you who aren't on those 2 tiers will see that video at some point later this month. And generally, when I actually do film a video, once I've edited it, which is generally quite soon after I've done it, the video goes up to all the channel members. So sometimes you can be like a month more in advance of certain videos. It depends how the views come out. In fact, if you're interested, maybe you're not. Maybe it doesn't bother you, and some people I know it doesn't, so that's fine. The order I record the videos isn't necessarily the order that they actually appear as well, which is strange, because I have this funny thing that I don't want to put 2 videos of the same type sequentially, unless it's the slightly Shambolic shuffles. And don't worry, there are lots and lots of those coming this month. We'll go over what events that I will be filming in a bit. So I like to sort of keep a little bit of a mix in that way. I'm just a bit strange like that. I don't know if you like that or not. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. So we'll be doing the regular features. We'll be going to Baron's Classic Car auctions, hopefully, and I think a look around there at their May sale. That'll be, at the time of recording this, that'll be next week, because their sales now happen on the 2nd Saturday of the month. We'll also be going to Loxheath again. At the time of recording yesterday I was there, but just the way their calendar works, the next one of those is actually in about 10 days time, so we'll be going to that as well. And then we'll be doing top 10 best-selling cars, which some of you actually really like knowing what the top 10 best-selling cars are every month in this country. You also like to see how manufacturers are doing. I personally, I find it really fascinating. I know it's not for everyone, and that's fine, but I will continue to do those. We'll also have the very vague vlogs. Those keep going, and actually the one that I recorded last week, some of you will have already seen this if you're on the top 2 channel membership tiers, and so don't spoil it for everybody, but there is something arriving that you know, might be producing some content for some future videos. So I won't say any more than that. You'll have to find out what it is later. So yes, on this trip that I'm doing to the North and the Midlands, there's a number of cars I've been offered. I kind of tend to, with these cars that are quite a long way from here. Obviously, I live down in Hampshire. This is the junction for Eastleigh, which is where I live. So we're quite a long way from where a lot of you are. I mean, some of you are even further away from, you know, the north of England. But I have to, when I do this, actually plan quite carefully terms of, if I get offered one car that's, I don't know, in Northumberland, which is what I once did get offered one when I did eventually do it, but it took a long time to plan that, and I had to have other ones I was doing in that particular area to make the trip worthwhile, if you see what I mean. So, fortunately we have done that, so we'll be visiting Paul from Project Nigel. That's something I've been wanting to do for a long time. We wanted to originally in February, but that trip got cancelled, and so we'll be going to see him. I think Reverend Parry Hughes or Boaty might be around as well, so we'll be going to see those chaps. That'd be nice. And then there's some other cars from a couple of people who I'll be filming. And then there's Shedfest. You might think that I'm not maybe the right type of person to go to Shedfest. Maybe I'm not the right demographic for that. But Alex Kirsten himself isn't actually that much younger than I am, so maybe I am. I don't know what it's going to be like. I know it's completely sold out, that event, so don't even try to get in because I won't let you in. I booked quite some time ago. I'm not exhibiting a car. I did consider it, but the thing is, it's quite expensive to do that. It's cheaper just to get a ticket and go in. So that's what I'm going to do. I don't know how many parts we'll be making of that, so that'll be potentially quite a few. And then 2 days later, I've actually not decided to film another event, but between those two events, because I think it's just a bit much, even for me, is the Pop and Fly-In, which is a local event to here. It's an airfield in Basingstoke, and it's quite a good event. I last went in 2022, I think, and I'll be going with the Testified Motor Enthusiasts, with the club that we're part of, and that should be good. Hopefully I'll be able to park in properly. I just got to bring the Volvo, so they probably won't let me in the main car park, although weirdly there are a lot of cars that shouldn't really be in the main car park to get in. But last time when I went there, which was in 2022, I was in a 45 V6. I was 19 years old at the time, and they complained that it wasn't 20 years old. It was a bit of a pain, so I don't know, I might get in, I might not. I might be going in the other car park for that. And then actually the next weekend after that, 2 days, Retro Rides Weekender, I've decided with that, it's quite a close show to me. It's under an hour to get there, so it's definitely worth going. I will be putting the videos out in a bit of a different way. Normally during the weekends I release 2 videos a day from that event just to get them out, and then during the week I put up one. I've decided I'm going to put up more than one, because the very next weekend after that is another show, and then I've got a little event near Romsey to put up in that time as well. So I've got an awful lot of Shambolic shuffles coming. If you don't like that, then it's too bad, because that's what's happening. You keep asking me for more, and that's what we're providing. So that's fun, isn't it? So Shedfest, Pop and Fly-In, Retro Rides Weekender, Loxy Classic Car Club, and then I can't remember exactly what day it is. It's on some Wednesday at some point in this month. It's been a show at the White Horse Ampfield in Romsey. After that is the Chilterns Rally. I am booked on the Beards and Bangers / Smashing Pistons stand for that, which is very kind of them to let me go on there. I think it's probably again going to be the Volvo for that, which is okay, I suppose. And then the one after that is the Enfield Pageant of Motoring. Again, I'm not exhibiting there because your car has to be 1999 or earlier, which means that a lot of cars there, they fall foul of the ultra low emission zone. Isn't that insane? But they do. So I won't be exhibiting there, because if you want to go in the ultra low emission zone to go to that show, you're paying £12.50 every day. So it's £25 on top of the charge for entry to actually exhibit there. Now, if your car's before 1984, then that's fine. In fact, there's a car that I'm filming up in the north of England, which actually will be at that show as well. I think the chap's driving down for Dave, which is brave. So we'll be seeing that one twice, I think. So yeah, it's a busy schedule for that, and I hope you do enjoy it. There will be some more reviews coming this week. I've got obviously a bank of them stacked up. I always like to have that, and we will be continuing to make them, which is actually one of my favourite sort of videos to make is those. Some of them do really well. For example, the Fiat Panda that we did back in March, that's been a very, very successful video. It's actually, I think, more successful than any of the sort of Shambolic shuffles from the NEC Practical Classic Car Restoration show. So people who say that, you know, they don't want to watch anything else, that's not what statistics are actually telling me, which is good. So I'm very grateful to all of you who've been watching the channel throughout April. Everyone who's offered me cars to film, I'm always very grateful for that. That's why I include a caption for that in every single video. And yes, thank you to everybody who's liked, commented, subscribed. I've had a couple of new channel members this month, which is very kind. And I just hope you enjoy watching during May as well. So thank you, and we shall see you very soon. I can't promise the content will be anything other than shambolic, but I think that's what a lot of you like anyway.